Imagine living in a world where every effort to avoid pain only leads to more suffering. What if the key to overcoming life's hardships isn't about fighting against them, but embracing them instead? In today's video, we're diving into a radical approach that could transform how you deal with life's toughest moments, and it might just be the most freeing thing you'll ever discover. Curious? Keep watching to uncover the power of acceptance in the face of life's inevitable challenges. No one likes to experience pain. When you stub your toe, do you calmly accept the discomfort with a deep breath? Of course not. You probably yell, clutch your foot, jump around, and do anything you can to ease the pain. Our instinctive reaction as humans is to resist and avoid pain. We go to great lengths to reduce our discomfort because, frankly, discomfort is unpleasant. However, this approach isn't very effective in the long run when dealing with life's ups and downs. Just as the world offers joy and love, it also brings hardship and inconvenience. Whether it's illness, loss, or an ongoing sense of unease, these challenges have been part of the human experience since the beginning of time. Yet, when we face our own struggles, we often feel shocked, as if life has served us the wrong dish. We expected happiness with a side of manageable difficulties, not constant hardship and frustration. Trying to control every aspect of our lives is not only futile but impossible. Life is unpredictable and always changing. The real beauty of life lies in our ability to adapt to these changes rather than trying to control them. Epictetus, an ancient Stoic philosopher, wisely said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." This highlights a core principle of Stoicism. While we can't control the events that happen to us, we can control how we react. This shift in mindset encourages us to stop resisting life's natural flow and instead learn to navigate it with skill and grace. Often, our suffering stems not from the events themselves, but from how we perceive them. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, pointed out that we are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more in imagination than in reality. This perspective encourages us to question our interpretations of life's events and to challenge the stories we tell ourselves that often amplify our suffering. Modern Stoic philosopher William B. Irvine suggests that to live a good life, we need to accept the world as it is and focus on how to thrive within it. Thriving doesn't come from trying to control everything, but from being resilient and adapting to reality without fear. It's about recognizing the truth of our situation and finding the best way to respond. It's also important to remember that life isn't about achieving constant happiness. As Marcus Aurelius said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Your internal world, your thoughts and beliefs, plays a significant role in shaping your external experiences. This doesn't mean we should passively submit to fate. Stoicism encourages us to actively accept what life throws our way and make the best of it. Modern Stoic author Ryan Holiday says, "The obstacle in the path becomes the path. Never forget, within every obstacle is an opportunity to improve." This approach isn't about giving up, but rather about turning challenges into opportunities. Instead of trying to control everything in life, focus on managing your actions, responses, and thoughts. Embrace the uncertainty of life, and remember that true fulfillment comes from resilience, not control. As the Stoics teach us, our strength lies not in controlling the turbulent seas of life, but in learning how to navigate them skillfully. This understanding empowers us to take control of our journey, face the waves head on, and steer our lives toward a meaningful destination. Unfortunately, suffering is something we all face at some point. So what can we do when we can't simply escape or avoid it? Accepting that suffering is part of life can initially feel disheartening, even leading to a sense of existential despair. You might wonder, why bother building a life if it can be so easily upended? Why invest in therapy, eat healthy, or work on self-improvement when life inevitably throws us off course? Dialectical Behavior Therapy, DBT, developed by Marsha Linehan, PhD, offers a solution to this dilemma: radical acceptance. Radical acceptance provides a refuge when all other strategies have failed. When your best efforts and clever plans fall short, try radical acceptance. This practice involves accepting things exactly as they are and making peace with the reality of your life. When everything else fails, stop struggling and try embracing the idea that things are as they're meant to be. Many people find radical acceptance challenging because it can feel like giving up. Isn't psychology all about identifying our problems and overcoming our flaws? Aren't we supposed to take charge of our lives and make good things happen? Radical acceptance doesn't mean giving up on a good life or succumbing to despair. It's not about accepting everything or resigning yourself to situations that should be changed. Instead, it's about recognizing what you can't control and finding peace with it. Start by pinpointing the problems in your life that are beyond your control. Pay close attention to those issues that you wish were different but cannot change. Perhaps you need to come to terms with the fact that someone you care about will never treat you with kindness. Maybe you have a chronic illness that isn't going to be cured. Perhaps you need to accept that something bad happened to you and there was nothing you could have done to prevent it. Or maybe you need to realize that you can't please everyone, and trying to do so will only lead to a wasted life. Next, focus on moving toward acceptance. Be aware of when you start resisting suffering. This resistance often manifests in attempts to solve the unsolvable, planning ways to avoid future pain, or blaming yourself for not preventing past pain. When you notice this resistance, gently guide your mind and body back toward acceptance. Remember, this isn't a one-time choice, but an ongoing practice. Relax your body, stop searching for solutions, and remind yourself, this wasn't what I wanted, but it is what happened, and I can't change it. Just keep accepting over and over. Radical acceptance is like the final destination on the self-improvement journey, and it can be one of the most rewarding stops because of the relief it brings. When you finally embrace acceptance, you may wonder why you spent so much time struggling against the inevitable. It's a gift you can give yourself in times of difficulty and pain. For instance, I've dealt with chronic pain for many years. During my 20s, I was incredibly frustrated with my body. I was young and healthy. Why should I be in pain? It felt unfair and illogical, and I believed it shouldn't be happening. I pushed myself too hard and ignored my needs, which only made the pain worse. However, once I accepted chronic pain as a reality, I was able to create a life that accommodated it. Ironically, accepting my pain was what helped me manage it better. After experiencing the relief that comes with acceptance, you may find yourself with a lot more mental energy. Instead of wasting time and effort fighting against the unchangeable aspects of your life, you can now focus on what you can change. Finally, identify the issues in your life that you cannot and should not accept. Injustice towards others, a relationship that cannot be salvaged, or a job that makes you miserable. These are things that might be changeable through your actions and therefore deserve your attention. By practicing acceptance where needed, you empower yourself to make meaningful changes in both your life and the world around you.